show like no other.
With his ability to surround him.
All right. So passive is going to be Heart Seeker. Hear and visualize the heartbeat of an enemy within 75 meters of aiming down sights. So basically, what it is like, it's kind of like Call of Duty-esque, I guess you would call it, like the little heartbeat sensors. But like right here, you can see it saying that someone is in 75 meters, and someone's in this direction 75 meters, and so on and so forth. So I feel like that's actually pretty cool. I think that being able to kind of like have that person with that kind of passive will be nice if there's like rats or something located around. So I think that's pretty cool, honestly. I don't see it as that bad. The whole team doesn't have it. That's pretty balanced to me. I like that one. Is Focus of Attention. He summons micro drones to emit a delayed blast that goes through walls, interrupting and revealing enemies. So I know there was patch notes that came out, or patch notes, but they were not actually official patch notes, so I'm still not going to go by them. But reading them, basically it says that he can stop reses, stop heals, and so on and so forth.
To emit a delayed blast, interrupting and revealing and
yeah, so it interrupts and reveals enemies. So essentially he's going to be able to stop them from healing and resing. So kind of interesting to see someone come in like that. And I'm pretty sure it stops abilities too. Okay, so with his tactical,
interrupting and revealing
it
enemies.
looks like Seer technically might be able to see the enemy's health. That's kind of crazy. He might be able to see their shields and their health. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, honestly. So we'll see what comes of that. So his ultimate
chamber casts a micro drone net over an area.
Do not hide your true colors. They are your...
All right, so his ultimate exhibit creates a spear of micro drones that reveals the location of enemies moving quickly or firing their weapons within. Again, so he creates a a spear of micro drones that reveals the locations of enemies moving quickly or firing their weapons within. So I wonder if you don't move in this, if they don't see you.
Strength.
Revealing the location of enemies moving heavily within it.
Prowler being back on the floor is kind of scary. I mean, his ultimate is kind of like a crypto drone, but with a bloodhound scan. So I think, I don't know. So this is how I feel about stuff like this. I think when I personally do not like legends that come in that can inflict damage with their Qs and ults. I like the Octane. I think I like Bloodhound, but he's pretty annoying with his scans. Who else? Like, I like Wraith because it's just a Q and a portal. Like, anything that actually just like the skill gap of using those characters goes up because essentially like they cannot inflict damage on it. Loba. But then you have people like Horizon who essentially can throw an ult and inflict damage, and then you have people like Crypto that can EMP and break shields. So it's kind of like, for me, it's like a very even balance of like, I like Seer, but I also don't like the fact that he can give too much information. But I also like the fact that, well, technically he's doing both, right? Like he's basically he's more towards Crypto because his blast from his tactical, which again, like, let's talk about like his tactical is not only giving information, but it's stopping heals, stopping reses, and I don't think it breaks shields, but it is stopping those things, which technically is like, it's an infliction of damage, you know? We'll see, because I think he has a lot of potential. I just think it's going to be like a very thin line of like how they bounce him or how they don't bounce him. My question is, do you get the direction indicator from passive, or do you get an icon hover over them as well? I think it's only on your scopes rocket that you can track them, but it's going to be very interesting to see him with iron sights. Like, I wonder how iron sights or one-times will pertain to that. So, but oh, actually, you know, we do see, but this guy's on target from his ult, so I'm curious to see if Seer's ultimate cancels out Rev Totem. It will cancel. I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, it will cancel out anything that is in that parameter of his his tactical for those 2 seconds that it's thrown. So like if he did it and then someone put an ultimate down, I don't think it would cancel it. But if someone's ultimate was down and then he did it, I think it would cancel it. So like this, I'm not really like the biggest fan of this, because essentially like what this does for Seer, right, is it makes him like he's taking Caustic's passive. Caustic's passive is being able to see people through gas, right? And I feel like that's essentially like we have Seer who's going to be able to see people through gas and smoke in his ultimate, again, in his ultimate. So he kind of just has like this crazy like combination of abilities and passive abilities that are just kind of like pulled and stretched from so many different characters. So it's definitely going to be interesting.
Like moths to a flame, Seer's grand performance may lead to your demise. But take comfort that your passing will be breathtaking.
Your heart cried out for this. Do not blink, legend. You do not want to miss this.